Good morning, ladies. Welcome to day 3 of our 7-day Warrior Woman Challenge. Firstly, I want to acknowledge you. You guys are doing amazingly, really. You're being so brave and showing so much courage and commitment and strength and power, and you're doing it for yourself. And it's inspiring all of us. So I want to acknowledge you. I feel proud to be walking this week with you. And here we are on day 3, almost halfway through. And today we're going to be focusing on welcoming vulnerability and softness. Now, it may sound strange to accompany vulnerability and softness with being a warrior woman, with being powerful and strong. But I can tell you what, the stronger we are, the more empowered we feel, the more we trust ourselves, the safer we feel in ourselves and our life, the more comfortable we can be with being vulnerable and soft. When we feel empowered in ourselves, we don't need to put on the armour or the masks or to hide or to run or to escape the truth and the humanness and the vulnerability that lies within each and every one of us. So for me, this is a very, very important step, not just about stepping into our power, but to really embody what it means to be an empowered woman. That we women, we have a nurturing, nourishing, beautiful, soft, loving energy about us. We're not men, we're women. And so the more that we can feel comfortable enough to welcome our humanness, to welcome being vulnerable, the softer we can be means that the stronger that we are on the inside. How much can we allow ourselves to not know all the answers? How much can we allow ourselves to be imperfect, to have feelings, to have emotions, to not have it all together, to not know the answers? How much can we surrender and not be in control? It takes real courage to be able to not know things. You know, for me, if you'd met me 20 years ago, firstly, you wouldn't recognize me. But literally, people used to say to me that I had, FU written on my forehead, like tattooed on my forehead, because I was so tough and hard and aggressive, and I would push my way through everything and control every minor aspect of myself and my life, sculpting my body and never showing any kind of humanness. Because to me, I thought being vulnerable or having feelings inside was weak. But what I didn't realize at the time was, by living that way, I was actually blocking out the two things that I longed for more than anything. Underneath all that armour and all that fight and all that pushing and controlling and toughness was a girl that really, really wanted love and wanted life. And I was blocking out both those things. The more we can welcome our vulnerability, the more we can welcome in life and love. That it is through our humanness that we get to connect in an intimate way with each other. It's very rare that we connect with each other by our complete perfectness. Like we're all here this week together because we don't have it all together and we don't know all the answers, and we want to make a stand together to step away from something old and step into something new. So actually we're all being vulnerable here together, which is courageous and beautiful. You know, feelings and emotions are just part of what it means to be a human being. Every single human being on this planet has emotions, and they're not just the happy ones. We get sadness, and we get frightened, and we get doubtful, and we get insecure, and we feel grief, and we get angry, and yes, we also feel joy. But it's not the emotions that ever cause the problems. It's the judgments and the resistance and the pushing it away that causes the problems. You know, I used to drink and eat and overwork and do anything I could not to feel anything, because feeling anything other than happiness felt uncomfortable and scary and out of control and weak. Nowadays, to feel is to be alive for me. That I'm grateful for the experiences that flow through me. And you too all have the same human experiences that flow through you. Can we allow ourselves to feel sad without making it mean that we're weak? Can we allow ourselves to be angry without making it mean that we're bad? Can we have insecurity and fear and doubt without making it mean that we are failing? What if we could just allow ourselves to have all these experiences and welcome them for what they are? Now, to me, that is a step towards real warrior woman power, real spirit, real freedom. So today, day 3, we together, as a tribe, as a movement, as beautiful, powerful, courageous women, we are going to welcome our vulnerability and our softness. And we're going to do it by honouring it in ourselves, and then we're going to do it in a way that we allow others to see us. Both take courage. Now, if you are literally crawling in your skin right now and feeling so uncomfortable and have a lot of feelings coming up, and if this is completely new for you, I just want to tell you it is okay. I'm going to remind you again, we can do anything we put our minds to if it is just for one day. All we have to do is today. That's all we have to do. And we can do it together. Hundreds of us, women, here together. So just for today, with fear, with insecurity, with whatever's coming up for you, can we make a stand and do it anyway? Every single one of you women, including myself, has the warrior woman spirit in you. It is part of who you are. It is your birthright. And these actions that you're taking, no matter how frightening it is or how much resistance comes up, is you taking a stand for you. So, today we're going to learn how to first see our experiences clearly for what they are. Can we be with it without making judgments? And then can we welcome it? Amazingly, if we can do all those 3 things that sound simple, that they're not easy. they tend to pass pretty quickly. A teacher used to say to me, "This too shall pass." And I tell you what, it always does. So, the first exercise for you this morning is part 1 of our action today. And so after you watch this video, I want you to get out your journals. And you can do it while you're on the bus or the train or the tube or wherever you are if you're at home. And I want you to write in your journal, what am I feeling right now? What am I feeling right now? And then start to write whatever the answer is. I'm feeling fear. I'm feeling excitement. I'm feeling sadness. I'm feeling needy. I'm feeling irritated, whatever it is. Can you name your experiences clearly for exactly what they are? Now, what I mean by that is that can you literally just say it for what it is without making any kind of judgments or stories or any other things attached to it? I'll give you an example. I feel sad this morning. Oh, but I always feel sad. And gosh, I wish to God that this story would just leave me and I wouldn't be like this. And why am I always like this? I've got to be happy. I've got to be happy. I've got to be happy. That's not what I want you to do. Can you literally just take out your journals and go, what am I feeling right now? I feel sadness. And then take a breath. And then can you just sit with it? How much can you allow yourself to just be with it, whatever is coming up? I feel fear. Without rushing or running to try and fix it, or change it, or make it mean anything. How much can you see yourself and then be with yourself and welcome it and allow it to be? I can tell you this, the more you can be with yourself, you can get through anything in life. I really, really mean that. The more you can sit with yourself and the experiences that flow through you, the more you will be able to get through any challenge or experience that gets thrown your way in life. So how much can you be with your experiences this morning? And just sit with it. Now use your journals to write whatever comes up for you, whether it's really excruciatingly uncomfortable or whether it feels quite nice. Now, can you see it? Can you own it? And then can you be with it? It's really quite simple. And as you're breathing and you're sitting with it, can you feel yourself just sort of softening a little bit? It's kind of a relief not having to try and find the answer straight away, isn't it? Or to fix it immediately, or to make it mean anything. If we don't make it mean anything, it'll probably pass pretty quickly. So the second part of the action is, at some point today, I'd like you to share about your experience on here, on Facebook, and on your Instagram pages. Now, the reason why I say that is because there's something really powerful, first, about seeing it in ourselves, but then also sharing our vulnerability with others. Can you speak clearly about what goes on for you? Today I felt sad and I didn't know why, and that's okay. And I learned how to sit with it. It sounds so simple, but it doesn't happen enough. It certainly doesn't happen enough in social media. So how honest and truthful and human can you allow yourself to be, and to share it with others? Now, when you share on your Instagram and on Facebook, please do use the hashtag #WarriorWomanRise. #WarriorWomanRise. So that I can follow you. I can see all your posts for today. I can support you and encourage you and just be there with you. So I'll check in with you guys later today and see how you're all getting on. So good luck. Enjoy it. You're doing great.